Ira Epstein, and here we are with your metal market wrap-up. And this wrap-up is for the evening of Tuesday, and we're at the 7th of November, 2023. And the time, Chicago time is right now sitting here in the neighborhood of about 3:40 p.m. Central Time. I'm putting this out early as the markets are going to be closing, and I won't be around to do this a little bit later, so I figured I'd get this out earlier than not. You know, I'm not going to be in today's videos. I will be back into the studio come Friday, so for 2 more days you got to put up with this, but I'm happy to be able to put it. Sorry I had a miss yesterday, but really no choice. So as we take a look at the gold market, you can see how the market is pulling back a bit. You're down 1.19% for the week. We had a straight up move, and now that move is getting challenged as the dollar is finding a little bit of its, if you will, support in the marketplace right now. As we step over and we take a look at the chart on the bar chart, you can see how the market was going sideways, and now the market is starting to actually start to push back on the other side. When we look at the swing line, look at the arrows pointing down right here. What the swing line has done is it has now gotten itself lower highs, lower lows. I was concerned up in this area, and I was telling traders, you can't be buying the futures. You were running into key moving averages, and here they are. If you take a look where my cursor is moving, you can see the 200-week average, and the market finally did break down. I can even move this over a little bit for you. Now you got lower highs, lower lows under it. Do I think that there's a lot of downside now that you're in a downtrend and you're under these averages? Not really. I think the 1955 level will be about it, but it's not a place to be long. The question is, do you want to be short? And I'm not of that mind at this point in time. When we take a look at the Bollinger Band, one of the reasons I don't think there's going to be a lot to the downside is I think that band is racing up to meet the market. And frankly, the bigger picture is, do you see this whole area right through here where my cursor is going, right through all this? I am getting of the opinion we're going to see some sideways action develop right in front of us. And from there, I look for the market to base out and try to move higher in the longer term. As we look at the momentum, you lost the bullish embedded reading. When you did so, the goal was to get back to the 18-day and the 200-day average of closes. You've absolutely done that. So anything from here is just working off an overbought condition in a downtrend, but I don't think there's a lot of downside left in the market. When we come to the silver market and the gold, you can see how the market came down, hugged into the 18-day average of closes, and turned back up. Well, that's been the kiss of death on the silver market. Frankly, I think today was a terrible day for silver. I was looking for silver coming into this to do a better job of holding the 18-day average. When it didn't, and especially when it got underneath 2 days ago's low, where the up arrow's pointing, then you open the door for the lower Bollinger Band at the 2750 actually 2260 and a half zone. You slid past that and you got yourself up to the 2250 level, and the market has slipped back. Are you trending? You are not. Are you churning now? That is the process you've begun. The copper market stepped back today because once you saw some of the projections that came out early in the morning that I did cover in the morning video for you, I showed how the projection now is that yes, China will meet its 5% goal this year. We're in at 5.4%, but the market has been downgraded to a 4.6% growth for next year, and that is not good, and that took the market down. It also did the energy markets down, because if the Chinese engine is faltering, there's problems. What China's been doing is they're throwing a lot of money at one thing. Industry now, not real estate. The problem is they're not going to get the United States and Europe to be flooded by the products that they're putting state money behind, and they'll produce cheaper than elsewhere. So they've got to go out and find quote-unquote developed countries that can buy the products they're going to make at prices that developed country can't make it for themselves. There's a number of them out there, so eventually China will catch its footing, but right here, right now, I don't think that's the case. In the platinum market, as I pointed out over the weekend, I said as soon as the UAW strike ended platinum just went into the toilet, and it hasn't stopped. It can fall further. It can go to the 876 level, the lower Bollinger Band. Momentum down, trend down. What was the kiss of death on the market? As usual, if you take a look with me at the combination of the Bollinger Band and the 200-day average right through here, I think you see that. That did the market in. The question is, does it have the power to get down here, or is it just going to try to hang around the 18-day average of closes? Last in the dollar index. I'm sorry, you hit Bollinger Bands. I teach in my course, the Enhanced Bollinger Band course, which, by the way, at the very end of this, you will see the ad on that. Well, maybe we won't. Maybe I won't put that. I like to talk about it when we actually do it. But suffice to say, I think that I'll put it up there. I'm looking at the market with a higher high and a lower low. And what else happened? You went from the upper band to the lower band and bouncing away. You're doing this. You're going sideways now. The dollar has to figure out that just what I pointed out over the weekend videos. Which way is next for the dollar? Is it up? Is it down? And it might spend a bit of time here trying to figure that out. So with that, I am Ira Epstein. You have yourself a great day. Glad I could do this for you. And I will talk to you ideally tomorrow. I can't promise, but I believe I will be able to do that.